Welcome back, everybody. Some more EU4 with me, Daniel. Dan has fun playing as the Roman Empire, now that we've formed it anyway. Kind of doing our victory lap towards the end of the game here. We ended up taking Old Hungary from Bohemia, which was definitely a turder for them. But this episode, really we have free reign, because Poland no longer is the Holy Roman Emperor, which means that we don't have to deal with them getting involved, which then means Russia getting involved, even though we would have a peace treaty with them. Instead, it is itty-bitty Clavez, which... Get out of the way, please. Here. These guys are the Holy Roman Emperors right now. And they're losing to Trier. So, I mean, that should speak volumes all of its own if we go into current wars. There we go. I mean, there's only 3 wars going on. Again, tends to be pretty common by the end of this game that the number of wars goes down, just because the number of nations goes down. So there's less availability to go to war at once. But yeah, Clavez is trying to defend Holstein and Verden against Saxe-Lauenburg, which they're probably going to fail to do, which is hilarious. Kudos to Hormuz for still holding out against the Timurids, even though they're about 4 times smaller. So that's pretty impressive. And then, yeah, more fighting happening in the Holy Roman Empire. So, I mean, people say that we're constantly causing wars, but, I mean, half the Holy Roman Empire is at war. So, really, it's clearly not all our fault. Maybe they just learned from us as to how to play this game. Who knows? But yeah, there's a surprising amount of war, considering the lack of overall, well, countries, nations on the map. But it's keeping them busy. We're going to move our troops back because we don't want to get attrition to death. And then we got to work out what do we want to attack next. Because in terms of what I'd like to do before the end of the game, maybe clean our border up a bit. Because most of our border is quite clean, apart from the fact we have a hilarious 1 province by accident in Japan. I could give it to Japan, but I don't need to, so I'm not going to. Most of our borders now are pretty clean, by and large. Apart from in here, where it's kind of fuggly. So, I'd like to at least try and clean this up a bit. Taking all of Switzerland is probably not doable before the end of the game, just because of their ridiculous amount of spending they've been doing on their provinces. In this state, 45 is the smallest. That's absolutely wild. That is so much development. Makes sense, though, that they have to grow tall because they can't expand, right? So maybe we'll concentrate on Picardy first, because if we attack Picardy, for example, yeah, a few other nations jump in, including Switzerland as it happens. But, like, who cares? I mean, we can even make Switzerland co-belligerent if we wanted to, if we wanted to take as much land from them as possible. That doesn't drag much more in. Yeah, we don't bring any of our allies in, but who cares? So we might do that. I'm going to make this army bigger as well. We have so much room to maneuver. Like we could have a force limit of 1.4 million troops if we want to. And we're not that far away. We're about 1.2, but yeah, we have plenty of maneuverability here. Why are you sitting there and getting attrition for no reason, dum-dum? Still having our bathroom redone too. It's the same recording session, so you may be able to hear the dog periodically express his dismay at the situation. Doesn't do anything. We have 5 dogs in the house, and you know, this guy's been here all week, but one dog's still like, oh my god, it's a person I don't know, I must keep barking at him. It's like, dude, it's okay, everything's fine. He even likes dogs, it's okay. So he'll probably bark until he has no voice, or at least a really raspy one that's kind of hilarious in a sad way. Maybe I'm just mean, who knows. But alas, yeah, we're going to go after these 2 nations, try and clean our borders up a bit. I mean, Constance wouldn't be a bad choice either to try and clean up. It's only a 1 province minor, but it's just silly that it's here. Ulm isn't causing too much border gore, but it's a little annoying. And then you have the 3 leagues, who are allied to Switzerland as well. They're not vassals? Nope, they're just allies. Okay. We also have Bavaria. I mean, we could get revenge on them for, well, frankly, supplying troops to Bohemia. But it would drag Bohemia in again. And yes, they don't have very many troops, but I mean, we've just eaten all of Hungary off them. I'm not a bully. And we have a nice clean border over here. Admittedly, with far too many forts, but by this point in the game, who cares? It's fine. Yeah, I think we're perfectly fine to attack. How many troops do they even have? Switzerland have 68,000. Picardy have 28,000. Honestly, I think we could pretty much attack them straight away if we wanted to. So let's move a stack over. Move this stack over as well. You got to remember, Switzerland is all mountains, so we're going to get massive terrain penalties. You know, just for the entire event of attacking them. But it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. And frankly, if we have manpower by the end of by the start of 1821 when the game ends, then that just tells me I could have been more aggressive than I was, and that's a waste. So we might as well make use. Let's just move these troops vaguely into place. This should be fine. Okay, so we'll make Picardy the war leader, co-belligerate Switzerland. So nations that'll bring in. So it'll bring in Clevers, it'll bring in Switzerland, Bavaria, the 3 leagues, Holstein, Aachen, Rothenburg, Thuringia, and Lippe. Nobody there's any concern to me whatsoever. Start moving our navies into place. Where would I even want them to go? Yeah, because a lot of these nations are landlocked, thinking about it. Are any of them not landlocked, thinking about it? Holstein's not. Are they the only ones that aren't? I think so, okay. So I guess we'll go sit a stack of naval units up in Holstein. 123 should be fine. How many ships do you even have? 26. Oh boy, I'm scared. No, that'll be fine. Okay, so let's declare war. Co-belligerate Switzerland. Go for imperialism. We do have a couple of provinces we have claims on. They'll be the ones in Picardy, but we don't need to do that. You're going to get bopped immediately. You're pretty much going to get bopped immediately. You're going to have more reinforcements, so I'm not going to move you yet. Oh dear, 1,000 troops, you're getting wrecked in place. That's unfortunate for you. I don't even know where the Swiss troops are. But it's fine. So that's a hill. Bern's a hill, so I'm just going to start there. It's going to be significantly better than the inevitable mountain I'm going to have to deal with. Although these two are grassland. That's awesome. We only have 2 mountain forts. That could have been a lot worse. I don't have to worry about this because, well, he's between 2 level 8 forts, so that's not going to be permanent. Can you go into Aachen, please? That would be probably a better idea than just sitting next to it. You 2 stacks are going to go deal with this Bavarian group. Oh, there's the Swiss stack. Okay, at least we know where they are, so don't attack this Bavarian stack yet. Because otherwise, we're going to get outnumbered. One of you guys come over here. Oh, cool. They're going to go take out those rebels. That's an interesting decision. Okay. That's a mountain. This is grass. Where are you going? I don't want to attack that, because, yeah, I'll be horribly outnumbered. You can probably get away with being slightly outnumbered, but being outnumbered 2 to 1 might be borderline. Okay, so can I get to Clevers, Cleves, and the Cleves? I don't know. Pronunciation is hard. That's also mountains. That's mildly annoying. Can I incentivize you into attacking? That's a mountain. That's farmland. So you're going to stay in place for a moment. 68k stack. That's nothing to sneeze at. That is grassland for farmland. Can't quite catch you in time. That's a mountain. That's a mountain. So yeah, we want to play the waiting game for a moment and see where they decide to go. That's a mountain. That's a hill. It's going to slowly start veering this direction. Whose territory is that? Okay, that's Rothenburg in the red. Okay. That's a hill, but that's a fort hill. So, yeah, if they want to go there, they'll get the penalty. They're just going to sit in all the mountains? I mean, that's fine if they do, because then they're just letting me get a free pass. Okay, don't attack them. Now go into our mountain. So we're in one stack. I don't think they'll be able to reinforce this fully in time. They'll get one stack over, but I'm not convinced they'll get two. So I should be able to attack that fairly safely. Yeah, they didn't have a chance to reinforce. I didn't think they would. And then because that is a fort, I have to backtrack, which is fine. And then, yeah, there's the Bavarian stack. We don't want to mess with that one yet. Bring over another stack, please. We'll bring over one from southwest France. And if I can catch any troops, there's only 1,000 that I caught, but any bonus troops I can catch in this area where they're trying to reinforce, the better. That's farmland, which is excellent. Oh, we're back down to a tier 3 Defender of the Faith. That's fine. It's inevitably going to happen as more nations disappear. Yeah, we want to try and bop a few of the smaller stacks just to try and clear it up. That's a wood. That is a farmland. So, yeah, you're going to be in big trouble. Hopefully it's a stat wipe. Economic decisions. Okay, so it's more unrest regardless. I'd rather take the long-term boost. Yes, I'm capped out on Republican tradition, but I don't need more unrest than need be. I have other things to do right now, so if things can stay relatively stable, I would appreciate it. Okay, so that was a stat wipe. So that Swiss stack has gone. This 35k stack, please come over here, because we're going to try and take this out before they complete the siege of... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. I don't know. So it's fine. Okay, so we get at least one more tick, so we get some chance to organize everything together. Get out of the way, unit screen. Thank you. Now we're going to go in. This should break the siege, because we're going to outnumber them massively. Combat-wise, yeah, we massively outperform them too. They do have a lot more morale than Bohemia, but they have less tactics. Not a stat wipe, but it broke the siege, which is really the main priority there. Where else do I need to really prioritize going? I probably want to go prioritize Bavaria, because they are going to pump out a reasonably large number of troops. But, you know, relative to what we're dealing with here. Rebel uprisings. Where? One of those provinces I can spell and pronounce. Let's go take a look. Okay, so it's down here. Okay, go sit in it. I have a lot of stacks down here, you know, intentionally, because I know this is going to be the unstable part. Hormuz is still holding on for dear life against the Timurids, somehow. I think it says... I know it says partly about how good Hormuz's defensive position is, but I think it also speaks to how unbelievably terrible the AI can be sometimes. Let's go to... It's not Verdun I'm at war with, is it? Well, I guess I am, so let's go occupy it. Holstein might just peace out anyway. I'm just going to peace them out, because they are having enough trouble as it is. And I don't need to add to that if they'll just peace out. I don't want to take any of their land. It's an annoying place to get to. So that's one nation already out of the fight, and I never even had to deal with them. So that's pretty nifty. Where are you consolidating your troops? I don't need them all here. Big stack and small stack stay together. Other two go and try and siege that mountain out, please. Oh, there's some troops there. Good job I sent over a reasonable number. Should be a stat wipe. Because, yeah, they were pretty low morale. Yeah, thank you very much. You'll love to see that. And now we play the waiting game. Autria has absorbed Cologne. I don't know if we were at war with Cologne, but if we were, we aren't now. Siege of Geneva is done, so let's just go next door. It just dawned on me, am I even... Okay, I'm not even the siege leader on this, so I'm just going to move out of the way and move to Lip instead. Or not. You piece of cabbage. Why would you move? Anyway, they'll let me take the siege on, so that's fine. What a lemon. It might be because they don't have enough troops to siege it out by themselves. Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay. I guess it makes sense. It's just stupid. Oh, Trieste Gold Mage. Cool. A bit late, but better late than never. Siege of Munich. Russia's attacking Korea. There's hardly any of Korea left. Probably going to end their career. And now we play the make everything stripy game. Ooh, I do not want unrest. I'll give you some local autonomy, thank you kindly. So yeah, this is going pretty smoothly. Ooh, separatist sentiment. Not smooth. Speaking of which, how long is it going to be till these cores are done? Because I don't want to piece them out too soon, because I ain't going to end up with a redonkulous amount of overextension. It's going to take them a year to finish coring it. Okay, that should be fine. Honestly, that's not bad. I don't really want to split these groups up too much more, though. Election time. Our dude is 55, and he is strict, which is a contender for the best trait they can have. Okay, state houses. I'm glad you got built. Again, better late than never. I'm just going to keep him. We got admin points for all that matters. And don't get me wrong, he's not fantastic. Like, his stats are meh. But he's got strict. Strict is awesome. Not so great when the AI has it, because their AI behavior modifications don't really change anything. But, meh. It's fine. Ooh, they've rented some troops from Munster. I look forward to giving them a bop as well. We probably need this general, because of the way the rebels are going to spawn, so, I mean, you're not that good, but I'm not going to re-roll. I'm sure you'll be adequate for what you need to do. Considering we have pretty much capped out army tradition, to get a leader like that is very disappointing. Can somebody finish their siege, please, so we can go deal with this Bavarian stack? I don't care who it is, as long as somebody does. Yeah, so because they're Holy Roman Emperor, they get more money, so they're just loaning armies from everybody else. Not enough to be able to sway the balance in any way, but, I mean, they're trying, I'll give them that. Move a stack over to start sieging Rothenburg while we wait then, if nobody else is going to finish their siege. Oh, round Q, Landshut's done. Okay. Their stack will be big enough. Gonna move it one province next door first, I think. Okay, no, they're running away. That's even better, because they're probably going to run right into my path. Amazing. Thank you! That's a massive stack wipe. That was a bad decision they made. Ooh, Iraqi separatists. Thank you for spawning so close to my stack. That's very kind of you. Siege of Salzburg is done. Are we not at war with Rothenburg? I guess it's like the one nation we're not. Cool. Go... Oh my word, that pathing. Go over to Thuringia instead then. You guys are just going to spread out for a minute and just occupy these areas, and then we'll go over and bop this stack. And now that this is done, let's go over and try and bop that Munster stack that they're borrowing. Could be one of those days today. There's a lot of interruptions, but I kind of said as much. Alright, so the Siege of Clavez has been completed. We already have a stack here, we can kind of... Actually, we're not even going to use this stack. It does outnumber them, but not by enough. Go to Lippe. Yeah, we'll have our 103,000 stack go contend with that. That's perfectly fine. I do like that the Lippe flag just looks like the Lancashire Rose, but alas, it probably isn't. Probably some other rose that I don't know of, or flower. I am definitely not a botanist. Let me guys start to move over, please, so we can deal with this stack sitting on Bergamum. Just saying that name makes me kind of peckish. Well, they're running away, so we'll go siege a mountain province, I guess, and get it done. We have 2 stacks of rebels. Rude. Luckily, you're 16k stacks. That is completely inconsequential. What about the English rebels? 18k. Oh, now they're cocking. With sleeping gas, yeah. I sleep. Mucho sleep. I don't think I realised that Bavaria has territory north of Rothingham. But they do. That's probably why I had to take such a crazy route to Thuringia. Guess it makes sense. You're probably not that big a stack by yourself to go away, so we just have to eat some attrition, I think. We're not going to eat that up, though. Thank you for the stat wipe. Get out. This group should be big enough to deal with this. So let's have them head back over towards the kind of the central area of where the war's going on. I wonder if we'll get out of this war before the war with the Timurids and Hormuz. Syrian revolt. We have a stack over there. And yeah, that rebellion's not going to be super big either. We've burned down. Oh, we're taking out some Protestant zealots. Oops. Good job there's only a tiny number of them. They would theoretically be our friends, but surprise! Don't move you. You stay there. Keep sieging. Just keep sieging. Oh no, our diplomat died. Do we even... Yeah, we don't have another diplomat to replace him with that I can see. Oh no, right at the top, literally at the top of the screen, but he's an unupgradable. Teeth, hard to say. Is there anybody in here we even could upgrade? Is it just the culture group that matters? I don't even remember. But at this point, the improving relations thing is not relevant. So we don't even have to worry about that. Let's just get a trade efficiency guy. Yeah, you can upgrade him if he's a different religion to yours, but you can't if he's a different culture. Which, it's fine. I'm not going to think too much into that. That was a stat wipe, so that is just delicious. More separatist sentiment, because we're fractionally above 100%. Oh, Clavez is renting more troops again. Yeah, we're only at 102%, and yet we're getting all these bad events. We're just getting a little bit unlucky. The further over 100 you are, the more likely they're meant to spawn. We're not at maximum stability, so Mustafa Rumi, thank you for the free stability hit. Oh, well, I mean, free hit, like, +1. Normally a hit's down, but... What, you think I'm here for some type of eloquence? You crazy. Oh dear, fortification neglected. Well, we're going to let it fall because it's barely... Oh, wow. I was going to say, that's barely... No, we're barely having any more game to play. Our debate failed. We lost 20 prestige. I think that's the first time in this game that we failed a check on our debate. I'm glad we got to see it, at least. Well, I'll rephrase that. For the sake of completing the game's content, I'm glad that we saw it. I'm not glad to see that it failed. Chance to win's at 33%. I don't want to give them manpower. Church power, 100%. Yeah, I'm not losing 2 stability. Absolute hard pass. 5 prestige, sure. We'll take a little bit of war exhaustion, that's fine. I'm not losing army tradition. I have too much admin support, so that's fine. How much is the bribe? 5k? Sure. Not giving up crown land. Now, Republican tradition I'll give you. I'll give you a couple of that. Yeah, definitely not losing stability or mercantilism or manpower. I'm not killing my own... But that's fine. 75%. If they fail it again, we'll just laugh and move on. Hormuz... Oh my word. Hormuz is about to lose. 176,000 troops are sitting on one of the forts right now. But because they have more of a navy, he can't... Like, the Timurids can't get to the capital, which is really funny. I am not sending over a fleet to deal with that. That would take way, way, way too long. I thought you were getting more troops than this. Maybe I hit control instead of shift? There we go. Give you some more. You can sit there. You can sit there. I'm just going to occupy Bavaria. Do Bavaria have any provinces in a state that I own? They do, but I only have one province in it. And they're not really that border gory in the grand scheme of things. They're not really a priority. And I can't take everything, even by the end of the game. We'll just end up with endless revolts. Which, probably not advisable. Just gonna go out on a limb and say that. Looks like we got another stack to bop, though, that's trying to siege that place that I can't pronounce. I don't even have to get close to them anymore and they start running away. I'm not even remotely near them and they're like, no, I'm out. Oh, it's... Yeah. It's not Regensburg I'm at war with, it's Rothingham. They have very similar colours and reasonably similar names. So apparently my brain's just like, they're the same place. They are, in fact, not the same place. Not at all, but... You try telling my brain that, he's like, no, it is. It's all the same. So if you're going to run away, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to siege this out in the meantime. There's a load of cores. Thank you. So who can we start piecing out at this point? Because again, I don't need all of this land. Oh, we're back to a Tier 4 Defender of the Faith. Words. Words are so hard today. Oh, Saxe-Lauenburg just ate all of this. Okay. Get out of the way, Black Flag troops. Lippe won't peace out yet because we're trying to siege them out. Clavers will. I mean, they're a one province minor, and I don't want to take them. I 100% don't want to take them out. And I don't want to vassalize them either. If I force them into a different religion, that will make them lose Defender of the Faith. Defender of the Faith. Leader of the Holy Roman Empire as well. We don't want that. So this is the one time when we don't want to force religion. Because a weak emperor makes life a lot easier for me. I don't really want anything off them. I'm just going to pillage them and take money off them. I'm fine with that. Is it just you that's black flagged? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's the Holy Roman Emperor out of the way. Oh, the Papal State. Sorry, I had to read that twice. The Papal States are now an elector in the Holy Roman Empire. Don't see that every game. Back to Tier 3. We're right on that threshold between Tier 3 and 4. And at this point, there's not a huge amount we can do to influence it. Because we're going to be eating nations, and some of them may or may not be Protestant. We're just going to have to deal with it. That's a hill, but we outnumber them, so it'll be fine. Of course, our general died literally 3 steps before the battle, and our replacement is nowhere near as good, but it's fine. We start wipe them regardless. You might as well go over there and siege that while you're here, I guess. Only have 2 pips of siege, which is pretty disappointing, but meh, it's fine. A lot of unhappy nations are in this war. Aachen, I am going to convert you. I'm going to pillage you and take all your money. You know the drill by now. We're back to Tier 4. Honestly, the difference between Tier 3 and Tier 4 Defender of the Faith is really completely insignificant for what we are doing right now, but we're just helping. We're really, really pious, and that's clearly why we make all the decisions that we do. Maybe. There can't be that many nations even left in the Holy Roman Empire. How many do they have? Yeah, they only have 25 princes and 1 free city. They lose nearly 0.3 authority per month. So yeah, they'll never do anything ever again. Lippa's been sieged. Actually, just out of curiosity. Yeah, we're not even that far from dismantling the Holy Roman Empire. We're not going to do that in this game. We don't have the time to do that. But we're not that far away at all. Wow, that's quite the route. Maybe don't do that. Maybe just come over here. Yeah, they're calling for peace. I mean, makes sense. They've been fully occupied since about 2 months into this war, but right now we're still dealing. We're not going to take all of Switzerland, so maybe we'll just take some land. So Switzerland, if we did hang on, let's work out what state's what here. So that we would want absolutely guaranteed. That's 36. That gives us a lot of overextension considering how little land it is. But again, it's because yeah, let's just force religion because we can. It's because of how much development they've done. So let's do that. That then means these two stats can now spread out. Sounds like there's elephants doing gymnastics above my head, so curious if that picks up on the recording. Anybody in the comments below, if you've ever had either your own DIY or like landlords, contractors in your house, let me know what your horror stories are. Because I'm not saying this is a horror story by any stretch, I mean, he's just squeaky above my head, but I'm sure there are some really, really poor stories out there. We found out there were no studs in our wall separating our living room to our bathroom, so if someone had fallen over in the tub, they would have ended up coming in through the living room, so that would have been interesting. The things you find out. I'm not a DIY person, I think it's fair to say. So, I'm glad somebody who seems to know what they're doing is here. Alright, so Lippa's been pieced out, so we're down to 5 nations. I don't want Rothenburg. Well, I don't need it. I shouldn't say I don't want it. That's not 100% accurate. But I don't need to pick it up, so I'm not going to, I guess is the more accurate statement. Same with Bohemia. I mean, Bavaria. There's land here that's kind of useful, but I'm going to have overextension out of the wazoo, so I'm not going to bother. They're going to be too big to convert religion, even if I could. So just take money. I mean, I could, you know, just for fun, let's break Salzburg off, because they'll love me for it. And they're the right religion, so that keeps us another step forwards. Oh, wow! They finally pieced Hormuz out. And we got 27 useless favours for the deal. So Hormuz is giving a couple of provinces to Hassa. It's giving 1 to the Timurids. All of that time for 1 province? Oh, say hi, why? Why do you do these things? But I guess we lost the gamble. We weren't able to get out of our war before they got out of theirs, I guess. Oh, what a gigantic waste of time. Alright. I doubt it. Will you peace out yet? No. Will you peace out yet? No. You will. I don't need anything from you, so let's just peace you out. Can't even force religion. Fine. Wait, they'd only give me 1 war score? No, I just misclicked. Because that would be really funny, but no. No point pillaging you. 22% war score is all you'll take. Interesting. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Again, I'm not looking for any of their land, so not a big deal. Let's just go down to Rome with 1 stack and I don't know, the south of France with the other. Have a nice holiday. Oh yeah, whatever the equivalent was in 1814. Oh, our truce with Novgorod's ended. Well, I'm not attacking them. I'm going to guarantee them and annoy Russia with it. I don't need this province. We just convert religion. Yeah, you will. Could vassal you. Don't need to. No point pillaging you. Thank you. So now we're down to the 3 leagues and Picardy, who probably still won't peace out as it happens. Just because we never took any... Well, they only have 1 fort, but we never took it. We're in the process of trying, but we haven't made it. So... Ooh, hostility to no production... No. To new... Well, I guess it's hostility production techniques, but to new ones specifically. No, we'll negotiate with them, just get the chance of revolts down. I'm okay with that. Why does everybody want open borders? Don't care. Here you go. Würzburg's literally at war with nobody. They just want open borders for the you know, I don't know, for the vibes, maybe? Who knows? Who knows at all? Alright, so now, will they peace out? Still won't peace out. Okay, well I guess we'll have to take that fort then. For your insolence, I'm tempted to take you out completely, but I'm probably not going to, because I can't really afford to. What's our overextension at? 76%, and it's going to take us 2 years to core this. That does tip us just over 100% again, which is annoying, but it's fine. Just give me all your money, I'm fed up with dealing with the 3 leagues. I know we just completed the siege, but I don't want to deal with them. Okay. So, cleared our border up, cleaned it up a little bit. The fact Valais is still Swiss is a little bit annoying, but we're clearing it up a little bit. Yeah, Salzburg's going to like us at least. They would vassal to us too. So theoretically we could vassal Salzburg and then just use that as a way to maybe eat Bavaria if we end up in a war with them again. But we're in a peace treaty now with most of Europe, so we can still get into wars, but they're easier said than done now. So the next thing we could do, possibly if we want to do, is attack Ulm. And then that would bring in... It wouldn't bring in Bavaria, which is a shame. But the reason why I'd be a little bit reluctant to do this is because it would bring Switzerland in, and because we're trying to core land that Switzerland claims as a core to them, it would stop coring while this war is happening. So that's probably not the best idea. So I'm uninclined to do that. Anyway, it's fine for right now. This video's been going on for ages. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like it if you did, and subscribe if you want to see some more. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.